table run up.
Power hour.
Power hour.
We're all over the damn place.
And, for change temperature, I know. It's not too bad. Weather-wise, not too bad at night tonight. Yeah, and of course, we're coming to you live from Manhattan. 417-717-1454. You get on there.
Skype is
Yeah, even better, yes. Wayne, you know. Also, of course, for the chat, go to radio.com, scroll down the bottom of the page, on the right hand side of the bottom of the page, there's a link to the chat. Click that, join us there. That's the way to get on. You can actually get on the radio without actually getting on the radio. So if you're not so employed, just pop in the chat. iPad, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So that's it. So it's Saturday. We're coming to you from Manhattan. Everything's up here is pretty quiet. Manhattan's probably a little bit noisy.
It's been pretty quiet. It was noisy during the day, but
right.
It's pretty quiet.
Okay. So that's going. Pretty good Saturday night.
I'm just getting a note that we're not being able to talk.
Yeah. I don't know. Everything looks pretty good, I think. But
oh, okay.
Okay.
I managed to put the. For some bizarre reason, I had my theme music was playing underneath it.
Fine. That's too.
There we go. That's Spreaker. That's the Spreaker.
All right. Okay, that's the way it works.
Yeah, it was Spreaker. It was on my end. I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem. All good there.
Yeah, Donald Trump is like sounding like real authoritarian. He's saying that Lindsey Graham needs to be rehabilitated.
Yeah.
It means to be re-educated and have his shame washed away so he can rejoin the party.
Yeah.
Along with also my favorite crazy birth or Orly Tates is now agitating for Speaker Ryan to be removed because he's not supporting Donald Trump.
Okay, yeah.
So we're now in the phase of we can't call them they're no longer Republicans or anything. Yeah. The party is being redefined far differently. And that's evidenced by the fact that you've got a rather authoritarian, not even a fascistic frame, because Trump sees this as just another business venture for him, and like all of his business ventures, when he doesn't want to deal with anything, he just declares bankruptcy. That's basically what he has said about what he will do for America's credit worthiness, for the full faith and credit of the United States, if elected, is that he will default. And hey, just lost my that noise that you heard is Skype acting up again. So get off the Wi-Fi and go to my LTE, and see if he calls me back. Call dropped. Woohoo! So I'm going to call him back and see what happens. Maybe if I call in, it'll be better. Hello? Hello, Wink. Are you there? Wink. We seem to be having a little bit of technical difficulty at the moment. Thanks, Microsoft. You're just like so awesome, Microsoft. You screw up everything you fucking touch. Oh, look, there they are. He heard me cursing.
Okay, there we go.
Are
All
you
right.
there? Huh? Huh? Are you? Are you?
Oh
Are you?
yeah, 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 yeah. And usual Skype.
Yeah.
You know.
Thanks, Microsoft.
Uh, so that's working.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roy Girl is back. So we got her back. Okay, good, good. Let me do this real quick. There we go. Okay, now we're on one channel, I think. Okay, good. Uh, yeah, it's the usual. You know, it's the usual nonsense.
Yeah. I
With
had
Skype.
to, and I've had to turn the fan on in here because
Yep.
it's fucking too warm
Yeah.
in here.
Looks like I don't know. Maybe not. Looks like that
Because
could
well,
have to
the
stay.
windows aren't closed. There's no breeze coming in, so it's like.
Yeah. Right. I think that's right. I don't think so.
So yes, we're seeing the birth
Right.
of a we're seeing the death of the Republican Party, and
Well,
whatever
it's
part no
yeah.
so we can really should stop laying off them because the Republican Party is dead. The GOP is dead. The Tea Party is dead. And for those of you that are wondering, the Tea Party, which stands for Tax DNF already, it's not about the poor working class guys who are saying they're taxed too much. They're talking about the corporations.
Right. Right. Exactly.
And um, Donald Trump in West Virginia was telling the miners not to go to the polls this coming Tuesday to save their vote. Voting in
Yeah.
Tuesday's primary would be quote unquote wasting their vote
Yeah. I
because
did hear
he's the
that. Yeah.
nominee. But what he's saying is that don't even bother voting down ticket. It's only me you're voting for.
Right.
So
Right.
he himself is working on voter suppression on the Republican side because the
Yeah.
Democrats are going to go to the polls on Tuesdays. The independents are going to go to the polls on Tuesdays.
Right.
And you might be a Sanders supporter, but frankly, Sanders has lost me with all of his whining about how everything is rigged against him.
He's having a hell of
No,
a time.
no, it's not rigged against you. It's the fact that you are not a Democrat, and that the majority of the people supporting you are not registered as Democrats. Therefore, they cannot vote in the Democratic primary. Your
Yeah.
vote is not being fucking suppressed.
Right. Right.
And you are not calling out the people supporting you that are, repeating all the lies about Hillary Clinton. You lost me there. Get off your fucking high horse. Understand that,
Yeah.
the Democratic Party did you a fucking favor by letting you run as a Democrat.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't. He must have approached somebody with that. I don't know how
Well,
that
he's
went
always caucused as an independent. Senator
Yeah.
Sanders has always
Right.
caucused with the Democrats.
Yep. Yeah. He is.
So while
Obviously.
he's a registered independent, he is, a de facto Democrat.
Yeah.
And his whinging, he's doing the same type of whinging about losing that Donald Trump does when Trump doesn't get all the delegates, he feels all the votes.
Right. Right. He wants to get more than whatever he can
He's
get, I guess.
he's whinging. It's not fair. Voter suppression. Yeah, the people moved out of Brooklyn and didn't re-register. Voter suppression.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, New York was a close primary. There's a lot of close.
Oh, but
primaries.
there was voter suppression in New York City in the borough of Brooklyn.
Yeah, I heard about it.
They suppressed the votes by people being dropped from the rolls. Well, some of them probably died. Some of them probably moved.
Yeah, could be that too. Yeah, could be all that. It's all part of the politicking, I guess. It's all part of the game.
It's what's interesting is that this whole whingy thing about suddenly I'm going to be mean. I'm going to be nasty here. Suddenly, white people are concerned about their votes being suppressed.
Yeah.
Because they're voting independent. And you have closed primaries. Guam was an open primary, am I correct?
What was?
The primary in Guam?
I'm not sure how that worked out.
The Guam caucus?
I think it was, but I'm not positive. I think it's Guam. So I mean, they get their 8, 9 delegates or whatever. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. And I mean, nobody's. I think
No, but there
Hillary
was
wanted
somebody even
2 to 1 or
complaining
something.
that Clinton stole caucus delegates.
Ah, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea. And I really, you know, I knew
Because
one way or the other, Guam wouldn't amount to a hill of beans as far as the total goes. Whether Hillary got all 9 of them or Bernie got all 9
no,
of them.
they were Bernie
They
got
made a
3,
damn good.
Clinton got 4,
Yeah, whatever the case may be,
and it was
whatever it was.
and it was a closed caucus. It was the Democrats.
Yeah,
It wasn't an open caucus system.
yeah, it could have been closed.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a closed caucus.
Okay. So it could have been open to whoever wanted to freaking vote, which is why I don't like open caucus, to be honest with you. I prefer closed, either a registered Democrat and can vote in a damn thing, or you're not and can't.
Or you're a registered Republican.
Yeah, and go vote
I mean,
over there. Yeah, go vote there.
I do not doubt that when the Trump people said, when the Trump members of Trump's family said that they forgot to register as Republicans to vote, they're registered Democrats to vote for Daddy and hubby. That from what I understand, the process of registering to vote, re-registering to vote in the state is rather onerous.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. The left coast is going to vote for Bernie. I think even California is going to vote for Bernie. It's going to be close, but I think he's going to win that. But I mean, in the end, it doesn't make any difference because Hillary pretty much has the thing wrapped up delegate-wise. So I mean, that's the name of the game. So might as well get that done and get it over with and get on to the GE, get on to the general election, which is where the fun and games is going to begin, actually. So. It's going to be the Donald, and I know that most Republicans are not happy with that.
Well, no, the majority of I told you there are no more Republicans.
Yeah, the Republican Party.
The majority of people that were once Republicans.
Yeah.
Will not support
the Donald.
Trump.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to give it. I'm not even going to give him that because when that type of a title is reserved for clan chieftains.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
And he is not a clan chief. I am sorry.
So yeah. Anyway,
and besides, they're beyond redemption. When you've got living presidents, living Republican presidents saying, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
And then you've got it says a lot. Cheney is supporting Trump.
Yeah.
I wonder how much how deep Halliburton's fingers go.
Supporting Hillary, I guess. I don't know what the hell's going on there.
The Kochs have Kochs aren't supporting anybody on on the right wing.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay.
On the Robespierrean right.
So they're voting for the.
They're not giving money to anybody.
Yeah.
And I think Hillary's being smart because not even the Wall Street cretins aren't going to give her money.
Right.
Either.
Right.
So she's doing a very good job of keeping all of that money out of the process.
Yeah, pretty much. For the it's all obviously it comes in the back door where it can't be accounted for, but regardless, I mean, she's getting her money.
Look. Everybody's getting their money.
Yeah.
Political donors are going to donate to everybody.
No question about it. Yep.
May not directly donate to Sanders, but they'll donate to the PACs.
The PACs, yeah.
I'm sorry. Sanders is not pure.
Oh God, no.
And that's the other thing that irks me. He's got this holier purer than thou bullshit.
Yeah. Well, he just says he will personally not take any money from the billionaires, which he has not done that. So, I mean, he's made that pledge and has kept.
Well, not directly from them. They have limitations on what they can give, but he can. But he's got PACs. He can take small donations from people from the people that work.
Right.
For the billionaires who is he refusing their money?
No.
I mean, come on, Bernie. If you're really going to be that pure about not taking billionaire money, you cannot take donations from anyone who works for these people.
There you go.
Because they are complicit in earning the billions.
Yep.
So there is a latent hypocrisy there.
So there's all that. So I mean, but I mean, the thing is virtually over at this point. I mean, I think.
I mean,
I don't know. To me, it's over.
it's the thing about the biggest difference between the two parties is that the Democrats won't force somebody else out just because of the number of electoral votes, the delegate votes that they've got. Excuse me, not
Right.
electoral, but delegate votes.
Right.
And
Oh,
so there is a healthy debate going on between Sanders and Clinton.
yeah.
What is ugly is what is going on with Sanders' supporters.
Yeah. Yeah. They are. They're kind of roughing up Hillary a little bit there, but
they're roughing up women. Period. The Bernie Bros.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
there's a bunch of that going on.
Screw that shit.
It's yeah, it is.
And Sanders isn't calling. And you see, here's the thing: Sanders is not calling his supporters out on their behavior.
Right.
He's not telling them to stop booing. He's not telling them to.
Oh, not at all. No. No, he kind of loves the back and forth. There's no doubt. But it's not his first.
No, he started on the high road and then suddenly he sank into the mud.
Yeah.
And he allowed himself to sink into the mud by not, continually remonstrating against the people who's supporting him.
Right.
Where is it?
It's
Min for
it's
Hillary.
I don't know.
Tweeted something. Some candidate, some Bernie supporter tweets. Somebody should just take one for the team and murder Hillary already.
Yeah, there you go.
Can somebody and these are all tweets from Hillary supporters,
tweets,
from Sanders supporters, not Trump supporters, Sanders supporters. Can somebody just assassinate that biatch creature Shrillery, please?
Yeah.
Now, if only I can get them to cut Clinton too. I wish somebody would kill her.
Oh,
And Sanders isn't saying shit.
Right. I'm not sure that he will either. To be honest with you, I think he's. It's all like I say, all fair and war in politics, and all play the game. So.
Not to the point where there are people advocating murder.
Right. Right.
Oh, I am just joking. I'm blah blah. I'm just joking until somebody takes a shot at her. It's just like Trump's comment about Lindsey Graham not being able to be rehabilitated. That means somebody is now able to take a shot at him because Graham is considered is ashamed, disgraced, out of favor with the chosen leader.
Right. Well, like I said, it's going to be. I mean, the process is pretty much over. It's down to the two finalists, and I think you're going to see more of that happening.
And there's a hashtag going that says, calling for Hillary to drop out.
Yeah.
Sanders going, it's like bullshit.
Right.
Bullshit for that.
Yeah, it's I know. I mean, she has no reason to drop out. I mean, she's won this thing. She's piled up.
No. It's the Bernie Bros the people that have consumed the arsenic of the right wing media. It's 20-odd years of shitting on the Clintons.
Yeah.
You now have a bunch of independents, parroting this whole bullshit. This is a woman, 20, was investigated for losing money on a real estate deal. That's Whitewater.
Yep.
And they can't find jack shit. And in 20 years of continual investigation, they haven't been able to find shit. Her private mail server.
Right.
If she had been using the State Department's server, her emails would have been hacked because the State Department server was hacked.
Right. Yeah.
Her little private home server was more secure.
Yep.
Than the federal government's servers.
Yep. No question. No doubt about it. And the Bernie Bros are still cheering on the FBI to get that investigation underway and
as
strong
far as
Mark
I am
Hillary
concerned,
up to
those
the
people are
hookah.
little more than cadre for the extreme right wing.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
The only thing they haven't really done, but they're using the Trump playbook. They're using the extreme right wing playbook on, and Sanders hasn't said jack shit about it. Sanders
Right.
hasn't come out and hasn't called out Trump for accepting the endorsements of David Dukes, who just got finished saying that we Jews are the problem.
Right.
Oh, they're just hoping for Sanders to be nominated. Then they can go after the commie Jew socialist and use that phrase.
Right. I won't be afraid to use that either. I'll use that phrase right in the open. As you know, people get bolder and bolder. They don't really care what language they use, and they'll come out and use some of that. 417-717-1454. You know, if you're a Bernie bro, you can chime in here. Hillary supporter, do it. Whatever, it's open forum for that. So do it. Make your phone call. Either that or just get us on Skype at networks.radio. That'll also get you on. One way to do it. As I try to set up this diary, I don't know if I want it or not. I don't know. Probably not. I'm thinking not, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. As we get that finally posted up.
Yay!
Yeah, a little bit late, but had other things cooking tonight, unfortunately. Yeah, okay, we're good. I just want to make it official that we did actually get on the recent stories list on the Daily Coast. So yeah, we're there. So yeah, I don't. It's gonna be fun from now till November. There's no doubt about that. I don't know if maybe Trump can hang in there the whole distance. I don't know. I think he's gonna get hammered.
Well, we can
just
more or less.
pounding.
What I think we are going to see in Cleveland is is kind of a replay of 1968, because I get a feeling that a lot of these disgruntled dudes were the ones that wanted to be the yippies in
Right.
'68, but they were too fucking scared of mommy and daddy.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, too chicken to perform that.
Because I still think there will be trouble, that there will be a cadre of people to beat, like Daley had inside of the convention center in Chicago to beat the shit out of people. Because I remember Mike Wallace getting beaten up by cops on the floor of the convention.
Right. Yep. Lots of fun back in the day, no doubt about it. Chicago was quite the place for that whole freaking week.
But I think seriously, the yippies, assault on the convention regarding, I think it helped keep Hubert the Hump from getting nominated.
Yeah,
but I also believe that it also helped Nixon get elected.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that. That was pretty much took it over the top for Dickie, no doubt. The trickster it helped him a lot, no question.
That and the fact that he committed treason by interfering in the Paris peace talks. And Reagan did the same thing with Iran, with the hostages. And Trump himself actually hinted at interfering with the ceasefire talks in Syria by. So treason seems to run deep within the authoritarian world. And I
think especially the Paris peace talks. I think.
Actually, you can. There is, Johnson. There is audio of Johnson actually calling it treason, but not wanting to. But because he became aware of it because it was happening during an election cycle, he did not want to say that in public.
Right. But I think he was right. I think
it was because Nixon was a private citizen interfering, violating, just like Reagan was violating, was committing treason when he went,
behind the back of
Jimmy
Carter. Yeah, and of course he did all that.
we give you a
Just to
better
kind of
deal.
pad the election thing. But,
You know, Reagan was elected, sworn in, hostages freed.
yeah,
That was a deal, and people were
it
too
was.
stupid to see that.
Yeah,
Carter
you
probably
would
knew
think.
it.
You would think. Yeah,
Carter more than likely was also aware of that being treason, and decided not to say anything
I guess.
for the good
Yeah.
of the nation. No, for the good of the nation.
Yeah, for the good of the nation, blah blah blah. Which I would have said, fuck that. These guys are going to jail.
No, no, because that
No,
would have put the process in an uproar.
it probably would have. But
Think about it.
screw
You
it.
arrest your opponent
Yeah, I would have arrested his ass.
for treason.
Bring another opponent out of your pile of opponents. That's all.
Well, no, the vice presidential
Yeah.
candidate would have become.
I can see where these guys are in the offices and say, well, this is only going to hurt the country. Blah blah
Exactly.
blah.
But that's exactly. But they're exactly
Said,
right.
screw it. Screw the country. I'm going to put these guys.
Well,
in jail.
that's you, Wink.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I said, screw it. Screw the country. These guys are going to jail. And give me another candidate.
But on the other hand, they all got the last laugh because Nixon ended up having to resign.
Yes.
And Reagan, and then there was the Iran-Contra thing, So deep down inside, they knew they were getting.
We had a private, well, not a private party. It was mostly a private party, but people started piling in for the resignation ceremony kind of thing, where you kind of
yeah.
We had a big old party for that. So that's one of the parties that I do remember from back in the day. Great party. And
I remember in 1980 making my actual real-life punk rock club debut as Betty Boop for a Nobody for President rally.
There you go.
And I got to share the stage with the awesome group SVT with Jack Cassidy.
Ah, okay, yep.
Yeah, he complimented me. He was quite impressed with the fact that I was a solo act
awesome.
out amongst the sea of punk rockers.
Yeah, oh yeah, yep.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great because punk rock was really just.
Yeah. The Fab Mab. It's still an awesome club. It was originally a Filipino nightclub, and then it became a punk club and it was just awesome. Just a lot of fun to be there, and and I hit it.
Because other than punk rock, the '70s were pretty lame. You had disco, I guess, if you're into that, but man,
I like the disco.
Okay, yeah, I just had a problem, I guess, with disco. I don't know what it was, but I don't know. There was a disco joint across from my favorite bar at the time, and it was just annoying to watch everybody go over there when they should have been at my place, my little favorite bar there in the corner there. But life goes on, I guess. But what the hell is everybody going over there? So you go over there, and it's okay. I've seen enough of this. Let's go back to the old gin mill. Oh man. So yeah, it was it was great to get out of the '70s, actually get into the '80s, and then finally northward '90s, etc., so forth. But holy cow.
Oh yeah, there is this from 1979. There's this awesome, hilarious song called Deutschland über Disco.
There you go.
It was awesome. Just
a little German flavor.
Hang on.
But yeah, there was a lot, late '70s, all that kind of crap. Yeah, there you go. The German variation of disco jock, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's what. Bonus fun. Yeah, it is. Nothing I can do. Push up behind me. Yeah, that sounds like that's what you missed if you're under 40. Probably under 50. That's pretty much what you missed by missing the 70s, and you didn't miss much. Definitely.
Yeah.
Now to get T-shirts, I survived the '70s and everything else.
La 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 la. That long, so it's a 4-minute. It's almost a 5-minute song, but it's awesome, wonderful.
There you go.
So
For disco fans out there, that's one of
the
the top
Functionaries, Deutschland über Disco. La 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 la.
yeah. The conductor Stania chimes in that she's likes the disco a little bit. So there you
yeah, disco's awesome, man.
go. Okay. All
What do
right.
you think? Electronic dance music, techno, it's
Yeah.
all disco.
Yeah. I
It's
guess.
all
Yeah.
disco. Jeez.
Okay. All right. So there's that. As we trail back to the 70s.
Yes.
But yeah, at least we did have the Nixon party, and that was a great party. I got to say, it was one of the better parties of the day of the era, and fun to see him make the final salute as he got on board the helicopter, taking him over to wherever the hell they get out. What do they? I don't know where they fly out of there in Washington D.C. Not certainly wasn't the public airport. It was one of the military airports they fly out of down there, and there's 3 or 4 of them. But yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, so there's that.
Yes.
Yeah. 417-777-1454. That's how you do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, baby.
There's something else in here. I don't see a whole lot going on the coast.
You're listening to the Roundhouse Power Hour.
Yeah.
Here on netrootsradio.com.
I thought there might be something going on.
Find
in New
us
York.
on the TuneIn.
Yeah.
Follow us on the Twitter.
Yes. We are. We're on the Twitter.
You can follow me on the Twitters at
if I can find it.
of one of 2 ATT show, where you can more or less find what's coming up on my next next at the table for ridiculousness and utter bullshit and retweets. I am Exit Pass on the Twitters.
Oh,
like our Facebook pages.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I got a couple follows tonight from following in the Saturday night show here tonight too, so that's good. The Roundhouse Power Hour. It says, I don't know how we do that. I guess it's at Power Hour.
Whatever the hell you're.
Whatever I got to set up as here. We got at Saturday Roundtable. That's what we got to.
Ah, okay.
At Saturday Roundtable. Saturday just SAT Roundtable. There you go. So that's how you get on.
Maybe we should also put all this shit up on our Facebook pages.
Yeah. So you got it more in front of us.
Yeah, we're just so organized.
Yeah, I just look at the round table and say, okay, that's what it is, but I really don't know. I have no idea what our Twitter
is. Is it July yet?
Yeah, it's coming up. Thank you.
Is it Netroots Nation yet? Well, they've got at least they've got the panel selected, but so far they don't have any speakers lined up.
Right. That's right. At least it's something. They're headed in the right direction, so that's good. Where are we here? I guess we go. I don't know what we do here. Go there. That's what we do. Okay, there we go. Get the. There we go. Yep, very good. Okay, got the Twitter thingy up. Usually I have it up. I got it up. Sarah Silverman, a follower. So there you go.
Nice. I got Tay Diggs following me. Hang on.
There you go. So all these shout outs. John Cleese from, of course, the 70s show, British.
Yep.
That's the name of that thing.
Let's see who's following. Who are my followers?
I don't know what we got coming up this month other than Mother's Day, and that's of course
tomorrow.
Coming up tomorrow here. So
Let's see. I have Nicole Sandler is following me.
There
on Radio or Not, and I'm following myself.
So got some people out there that, check in from time to time. A lot of things going on as far as it's all Hillary. I guess everybody expects that it's going to be all Hillary and Bernie on the front page of Coast. Downey says Iron Man would vote Hillary. I guess for the Iron Man movies I guess.
They're pretty good. I was watching.
Yeah, they are good. They're good movies. I was surprised. I was shocked actually. Number one, I didn't think Downey could pull it off. But
Oh,
he's a
he's a
good
great
actor.
Iron Man.
Yeah, he is. He's great.
He's great.
Yep. And he's a good actor anyway. So, but I just didn't think. I just Downey is Iron Man. I don't see it. But no, yeah, you watch the movie. It's yeah, not bad stuff. Pretty good stuff actually for that type of genre, as they say. Not bad. Not bad at all. Surprisingly good, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Everything is Trump, the Donald. Who isn't going to? I don't see him getting much past September. When he says, "Ah, screw it, I'm out of this thing." Maybe he'll just, I think he'll just back out and say, I got better things to do. I conceded to Hillary, and we'll get. Don't even bother with the election in November. So, maybe not. Maybe he goes the distance. I don't know.
Yeah, we all go the distance, dude.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. I guess there's issues with the cat boxes or something. I don't know. Litter boxes. I don't know.
Who knows? There's a wonderful retweet going around that says, yeah, Mexico should agree that they should build a wall around their border as long as it's their original border, and it has
stretches all the way to Montana.
Yeah, and to Florida.
Much. Yeah, pretty much about 2/3 of the U.S. of A. Really. Well,
yeah.
Not quite that, but certainly a third of it. Certainly a third. At least 1/3, no question. So yeah, that would be something because Louisiana Purchase came into play there with some of that Mexicano territory, and yeah, I don't know, should be fun.
And fun fact about it was brought up Cinco de Mayo, which was yesterday, is celebrated the victory of the Mexican army over the French at the Battle of Puebla.
Yeah,
and it was actually celebrated first by Californios, the Mexicans in California, because it was in 1862. And they were loyal to the Union, and the Californios of the state, the Mexican Californians, were loyal to the Union, and they saw the defeat of the French at Puebla as an omen about the defeat of the Confederacy, and France was supporting the Confederacy.
Yeah, okay, yep.
And it originally was celebrated in California, and then spread. And September 23rd is Mexican Independence Day.
There you go.
Think of, So there you have it.
Yeah. It's, there was no mention on our local news up here in New York 21. I didn't hear anybody say anything about Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo, yeah.
Yeah, no news broadcasts on radio or TV.
Well, that's because it's not an American holiday. Weird. That's the whole thing. It's not an American holiday. And it's really not, it's really only a big deal celebration because it gives people a chance to drink. But it's not that big a holiday. It's a holiday in Mexico, but it's not, we make St. Patrick's Day a party day when in Ireland it's a religious holy day.
Yeah, true.
Americans have,
Yeah, it's much more subdued in Ireland, I guess, than it is here, where we kind of a little more reckless endangerment here on that particular day. But yeah, it's weird the way these holidays kind of unfold, I guess, over the years, I guess. But I was just surprised that there was not much mention of Cinco de Mayo in our local. Of course, up here in New York, up here in the greater part of we're almost to Canada, so that's
yeah.
But but still, it was I said, well, somebody in passing could have said, well, today is for those of you that are still unconscious, today is Cinco de Mayo. And, just to give you a little heads up on that, if you want to go out and, partay tonight, there's an excuse to do that.
Like we Americans need an excuse to party,
Yeah, the Canucks says that it's celebrated there in Canada for some reason up there. I don't know why Canada would celebrate it, but they do apparently. Because Canada takes any excuse, though, to partay for the most part.
Although I will say it was really pretty funny on Thursday. The Late Show had Dakota Fanning on as a guest, and Stephen Colbert proceeded to defy his wife's suggestion that he not drink the tequila on air. And
Yeah.
he did 3 shots with her, and then did a 4th shot with the one of the actors who was on to pimp Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
So
I don't know how he
by
does
the
it.
time of the end of the first guest break, he was already feeling the first 3 shots and had another one.
Right. I don't know how he does it because I can only have about 1 shot of that stuff and that's it. I said okay, 2 and I'm freaking hurling.
And
Doing
Ricky's saying it
something.
wasn't Dakota Fanning, but who cares? And then the following night with he had drinking mimosa. He did a Hungry for Power Games bit, which is an awesome satire bit based on uh, um, the Hunger Games and the memorialization of the dead competitor. Instead, he does it in terms of the people dropping out of the primaries,
Right.
and it was pretty funny. So he
I bet that's a
managed.
pretty good bit.
So he's got a little flute of champagne, and his guest comes out, offers. He knocks his glass over, and he's just cracking up. And because
Yeah.
there was another flute under the desk for the guest. So
Yeah. Gotta love that. I can see where that would work pretty well. Actually.
yeah,
Being Colbert, but I couldn't get past the second shot. I don't think that'd be it for me.
Well,
I
what
would,
it was
I would
is
say,
that he christened the George Clooney when he was like first guest on the show, and brought him a couple of bottles of Casamigos, which is his tequila label, and
right.
so he cracked that one open to celebrate, and it was like pretty.
Huh. Okay. Yeah.
So it was like pretty. It was pretty amusing.
Yes. I can see that. Colbert just by himself is
Then
pretty amusing. Actually,
he was doing one of his recurring sketches is called Blanket Fort, which is exactly what it sounds like, ladies and gentlemen. And the Blanket Fort sketch was the other Friday night was done with Lily Tomlin, who's awesome, awesome funny woman, very very funny woman, and I guess he forgot a line, but he dropped an F-bomb and
yeah.
kept repeating it, and then little thing goes, "Don't you tell mom I said it. I'm going to tell your mom." It was funny.
Yeah. 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 As that show is a pretty good show actually. So yeah, I'm kind of getting used to it. I had to wade into it a little bit, but because it's totally opposite of what he was doing on Comedy Central. Obviously,
if you take a look, the desk stuff is shaping up to be more like the Rapport.
yeah. Yeah.
With interviews and some other stuff. So it's just that
Yeah,
It's just that because he is no longer on basic cable, it has to be a bit more constrained.
Oh, no question. Yeah. Yeah. You can't get away with stuff that you can
And
get
what's
away with.
very interesting is that CBS, Viacom, Sumner Redstone, there's a competency hearing going on. Whether or not he's still competent, and who's going to run his affairs, and it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, it should be fun. As it progresses, it kind of finds itself. Still in the process of finding itself, I think, but it'll get there. Really tough to kind of pull that 180 from Comedy Central to do this. A little more subdued, but still good. Still pretty good stuff. Need more of it, really. But there aren't that many guys out there that can pull it off.
I sort of see him sliding into, when he's not doing his desk pieces, sliding into the Dick Cavett, Johnny Carson mold.
Yeah.
Because he's a great interviewer.
Right, he is. Yeah, he
What I
does a
love
good job.
about listening to him um, is that he has great discussions. He had W. Kamau Bell on talking about his show United Shades of America, and the discussion was great. It was a wonderful discussion
Right.
about the show and the context and everything. And it's just when he starts talking to people about, yeah, they're on to pimp something, but he's there to talk. He talks to the person. You
Right.
know, he's my inspiration when I do an interview for my other show. I like, we'll do a follow-up question. I might be
Oh, nice.
talking to
Yeah.
an author, but if you say something that I find interesting, I'm going to follow up on it. And he's had some wonderful discussions about theater, um, like I said, with W. Kamau Bell, and just very,
Well, he's pretty well rounded, as far as what's going on. He's,
yeah,
politically and on a theater scene or whatever, sports wise. Maybe not
not
so
so
much
much
sports
sports
wise,
wise, but
but
he's got the ability
everything
to
else
draw.
he's got
He's
going
got
pretty
the
good.
ability to draw people out, make them comfortable.
Oh, without a
I
doubt.
mean,
Yeah.
because he's been able
It
to
is
get
good.
people to do things and say things.
Yeah.
Uh, Remember that, Robert Wexler, when you said cocaine was a fun thing to do?
Yeah. There you go.
That was great. That was just awesome. But it's that sort of thing that he can get people to say things they probably wouldn't say anywhere else, because he makes it a safe environment.
Right. Oh, no doubt. Yeah. That's the key right there, is making it
And
safe.
and there is also hoping that rumors going on. I'm hoping that there will be an indecision 2016 on the Late Show. But there are rumors that Stewart may be coming back for the elections
Yeah, I heard
to
that. I
TV
did
on
hear
there.
that.
I'm hearing rumors of HBO, but I'm hoping that it will be a indecision on
Comedy Central.
no on CBS with the Late Show
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good.
with Colbert. They can't, it's got to be Stewart and Colbert.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be pretty good.
Be
Um,
awesome. Another really fun show to watch is Samantha Bee's Full Frontal.
yes.
That's
She pulls that off somehow, because I didn't think she could, because I had her down for her 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, and then that's it. Yeah.
oh
But she can pull off the half hour. I think it's a half hour show.
yeah, but
And
it
she can pull it off.
it follows the Daily Show formula,
Yeah.
which you might think follows the Saturday Night Live Weekend Update formula, because when you watch Seth Meyers, he's doing Weekend Update from his desk. The
Yeah.
people will continue to do what works best for them.
Why not? I mean, she's good at it.
And nobody is in real competition with anybody. If you're a Conan fan, you're going to watch Conan.
Yeah.
Fortunately for me, I can watch Conan gets repeated on TBS.
There you go.
But I also really like watching James Corden,
Yes.
who's utterly brilliant.
He follows Colbert, I believe. I think that's how that works out. Follows the Colbert Show, but it's finally got some decent, I got to say, late night TV with some of these guys at least. So yeah, pretty cool. With a bit of a drought there for a while, and it's even better than Leno, which almost anything is better than Leno. But good that nobody following on those footsteps. Thank the gods for that.
Well, at least Leno had the grace to not fuck over Jimmy Fallon the way he fucked over Conan O'Brien.
Right. Yeah, that was something else. I got to say, there was no reason for that. And I don't know, weird. But like I said, nobody's really following in Leno's footsteps except maybe Fallon, maybe a little.
No, absolutely not. The one thing about Jay Leno, and it was a definite disrespect to the memory of Johnny Carson, is that Leno never had any new up and coming comedians on the Tonight Show.
Right. He never did.
And
Carson,
for
of course,
always did. If you got invited to sit with Johnny Carson after your set, you had it made as a comedian.
Oh hell yeah! You were on your
Leno
way.
would be nobody if Carson had not invited him to sit down.
Right. That's right. He'd have still been on the
He could have,
circuit.
and he could have paid it forward, but he decided not to.
Apparently, I don't know why, because you want to
Jealous,
promote these
jealous
guys,
and
I
insecure.
guess. But yeah, maybe
Because you
it's that.
can't
It
steal
is one of
somebody's jokes once they've been told on national television.
I guess, yeah, I guess that's it. And
Did I say that?
Leno's 5-minute, 10-minute monologues were never the best. They weren't Johnny Carson quality, that's for sure. But it's hard to top that stuff. I mean, you got the writers that Carson had, I guess. Just really good monologues for the opening of the show, but I never caught on to Leno's really. It's just I don't know, just wasn't there. But like I say, he could have brought along some comedians for that show. 5 minutes set for some comedian on there would have been great. But no, everybody has to do the circuit. Everybody's doing these little towns like the towns up here in this neck of the woods.
Well, that's part of paying the dues. You do the
Oh yeah, you
colleges
and
the and the tank towns and everything like that, and
you get better at it. The more you do,
well, it's a lot like vaudeville. You started out working the tank towns, and then you worked your way towards the big circuits.
There you go.
You worked your way to. You might have been playing Poughkeepsie, but you were aiming for Oakland, and the B.F. Keith circuit and the Paramount Theater.
There you go. Yeah, you just keep.
And then once you hit the big, the A circuit, which was Benjamin Franklin Keith and some of the others, then you hope to get picked up to appear on a Broadway in a review. But Broadway for a vaudevillian was not the end all and be all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Got to work your way up like anybody else.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it. Somebody sees you, notices you, say, "I want you in my show," whatever, blah blah blah. And you're on your way. Fun to do that. It'd be fun to write for TV, I guess, or radio, but spend most of your day just doing that, trying to come up with a couple, 3 jokes for the night would be pretty good.
Well, no, the thing is that you can tell the same when prior to television and radio and video, you could and even with radio and TV, you could tell the same jokes.
Yeah.
Because people would not have, because the time that would have been the first time they heard them.
Right. Exactly right.
Yeah. I mean, I love John Fugelsang, but and other comedians, but if I hear them tell the jokes, the jokes on radio and TV, and then I go see them, they're telling the same jokes, which is okay, because it's very hard to be continually writing new material.
It is. It takes time.
That's what makes it so interesting that the satire shows like The Daily Show, Larry Wilmore, Full Frontal, and that they can sustain 4 days a week because it's very tiring.
It is. It's a lot of work.
And if the writers for Colbert were like exhausted after writing a half hour, think how exhausted they are after writing an hour 5 days a week.
Yep, it's a lot of work. Most people don't realize.
It's not easy.
I just think that
and Chelsea Handler's dishing trash trashing the production staff of the report, but it's a big show. It's a bigger show than your show, Chelsea Handler. And there's a lot more things involved in it. Yeah, there are 4 or 5 executive producers, but they're all responsible. Yeah. But they all have different duties.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
They brought in a executive producer, so Colbert could focus on the show,
right,
and not micromanage. And there's been a big improvement.
You can't do all that work by yourself. You need all these.
No, the new producer. The showrunner has tightened up the opening. They've got now little sketches for the opening. They've cut down the opening titles.
Right.
Still get to hear the theme song. It's just that you don't get to hear the whole improvisational middle of it.
Yeah.
I think it's made everybody a little bit more relaxed because Colbert can focus on what he needs to get done, which is be in the writer's room, and then somebody else can run the stuff that he had been doing as executive producer.
Yep. Love it.
And hey, I've blithered the entire hour. I do a much better job blithering for an hour when there's somebody sort of listening to me.
There you go. Love it. And I like the background with the TV stuff is pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, to be a writer for Carson must have been something, no
Well,
question. But in the heyday,
Letterman
that's
was one of Carson's writers.
yes, yes, he was. Um, yeah, you just get a glimpse of
And
that.
one of the things when Letterman was ending his show, he replayed the clip of Johnny Carson's final TV appearance was when he came out to hand Letterman a top 10, and then
Yeah,
Letterman asked him to have him sit at the desk, and Carson just had to get up and walk off because it was too tempting to him.
yeah, oh yeah,
But
yep,
that was the last time Carson was ever seen on television.
right.
He did, came on, he wrote jokes for Letterman. Carson
Ah,
wrote jokes for Letterman.
there you go.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah,
And pretty and shows what respect this man had for David Letterman.
yep.
And
Yeah,
Letterman
Dave
is
was
so
pretty good.
yeah,
No
I
question.
love Letterman. Had
Yep.
fun. I loved going to see a show. You go really once to watch the host and the guest. Every other time you go to listen to the band.
Oh, absolutely. 'Cause
I
they
mean,
play
Paul
the whole.
Schaefer's orchestra was tremendous, and
They play
John
the whole 3
Batiste and
minutes.
Stay Human is just. Oh no, they're playing during the breaks.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that whole 3 minute break, whatever it is for a TV advertisement.
Yeah,
they
I
do
mean,
the
and
whole-
it's
they
it's
do that
it's
whole 3 minutes.
great. Same thing
Yeah,
with John Batiste and Stay Human. They're all over that space.
love it.
They're in the
Love it.
aisles. They're up in the second. They're up in the balcony. They're like all over, and then they sort of like march
Stuff.
you out, lead you out, play you out, and then they're in the lobby playing as you're leaving. It's amazing. And Stay Human is a tremendously talented band.
There you
These
go.
guys are fucking brilliant musicians.
No question.
Oh, they're truly
Right there in New York City. Yep.
they're truly brilliant musicians. They're all virtuosos as far as I'm concerned. When the taping I went to, they were doing he was doing variations on "Go Tell Aunt Rhody."
Ah, yeah. Okay.
You know
Yep.
the song,
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
and Batiste they were doing variations on it. It was great, and you get classical music thrown into the mix and jazz. It's
Pretty good.
amazing.
Yeah. It must be nice to have that kind of talent. No doubt about it.
It's really nice to
Yeah.
to
Listen
have
to that
that
stuff.
talent bathing you.
Yeah.
You know, but
Absolutely.
if you guys get a chance to go to hear Stay Human perform and do it, they're an incredible set of musicians. Incredible set of musicians. And
Love
oh
it.
look,
Love it.
I guess it's that time of night.
Yeah, we got about a minute left. We got to get out of here, but been a blast as always. We got of course,
And
tomorrow
happy
we got
Mommy's Day for all of you that still have living
yes,
mothers.
yes, indeed. It's hard to believe that Mother's Day is here because the weather's been so crappy. Do you think that Mother's Day the weather's a little bit
It's
better? But
It's tomorrow.
yeah, here we are. So yeah, sadly. So with that,
I always
we'll get
thought
out
it
here.
funny that that appliances were considered appropriate gifts for Mother's Day. Buy her a new vacuum
Yeah,
cleaner.
get a toaster for Mother's Day would
Buy
be
her a
great.
vacuum cleaner. Show her how much you care. Why not just hire a fucking maid for a year?
Yeah,
Get somebody into. If you really care about her, find the money to get somebody to come in and do the fucking cleaning, or do it your damn self.
yeah, for a couple of weeks or so. That'd be good. Yep. Absolutely. With that, we're out.
Have a good
Shout
night,
out
y'all.
to Spreaker, all the Spreaker gang there, and with that, we'll see everybody next week.
Yeah. Have a good night, y'all.
And with that, we're out. Awesome.